Hello?
I think we are live. We should be live right now. So
Blueberry, why are you awake? I don't know. That's a good question. And I
that's
just
a good
totally cut
question,
off the
Blueberry.
host.
Because I said in the Discord that wake up. I guess. Okay, then hello everyone. I'm here today with aSquidMin and he's from Korea. So that's why we are doing the stream right now. Because, it's like
Time zones.
time zones. It's like we are going global now.
Splatoon 2 global.
So it's
Hello,
like
Jacob Dolly.
it's like 5 p.m. right now for you and the morning.
It is 4:23 p.m.
Yes, and it's really early for me now. It's like past 9 a.m. I'm barely awake. So let's do it. It's gonna be great.
We probably won't get the drunk toxic stream, but we will get the I didn't sleep stream. So you're welcome.
Did you actually check my last DVD stream? Because it was like I did a drinking game.
you do drink and shoot. And how does one hit?
Yeah.
I've never been brave enough to be live on air.
The thing is, the problem is that actually nothing really happened. I barely even got a little bit tipsy because the drinking game was that in Dead by Daylight, the survivors have to be hooked, put on these meat hooks. And a survivor has to be put 3 times on the meat hook to die. And we discussed that every time that I'm hooked, I'm going to drink from a liquor that was 28%. And it's a shot. And it's like...
Take a shot of soju, just like,
Yeah. And it was the problem.
Blueberry want to know how you feel about butts.
The problem was that my spleen is so strong that I don't know that I cannot get
Fear
drunk.
my spleen alcohol.
I was never drunk.
Beat you.
And I was not drunk in the stream either. So
1v1, but every time you win, you take a shot. That would be a long.
Oh boy! Like what could be like a Splatoon drinking game, really? If you
that's how we're gonna start, ladies and gentlemen. We would like your suggestions. How would you like your local Splatubers to get lovely intoxicated? What method of torture do you desire?
Like the most obvious is that if you get splatted, you drink. But if your team loses, maybe, because Splatoon games are short.
Mini B, Nicholas Kuhn. I mean, what do you think? What you gonna do? I still think, the turf war 1v1 where you jump back after you kill.
Yeah.
So what's the actual topic for this?
Okay, so today's stream is mostly about, of course, Splatoon. And in Splatoon, I think we could talk about Splatubers and the community. So just in general, what it takes to be a Splatuber, how is the life of a Splatuber maybe, and how people manage their community, their own community and each other, as creators. How do we do things? Because
how to be a Splatuber 101?
Basically, yeah. We could, because as it turned out, when I started to talk with aSquidMin, I realized that I know so little about some of these things, and I've been doing YouTube for years now. So I think, like, especially those that don't do YouTube, they don't have maybe a good view sometimes on these things. So it could be interesting.
Yeah, it definitely could be interesting.
Okay.
How do you spell your Twitter at? TOX?
Actually, I'm not sure. On my Twitter, let me just send it to you.
I'm trying to tag you on the Twitter. Rule number 1, if you would like to be a Splatuber, when you are streaming and you're doing something with someone else, you have to...
No, not this one, sorry. Please continue.
You have to know how to connect your viewers to your videos.
Yep.
One thing that I definitely did not follow the rule of thumb on is time, because
What?
when I usually stream, I mean, I'm awake, but all my viewers is like not awake or not supposed to be here.
Oh.
Or probably here and like finally aSquidMin not streaming at 3 a.m. European time.
Yes. The people say Neditio says also that's watching podcast at 3 a.m. Yep. So it's like.
So yes, have a Discord, have a Twitter, know your friends, and know how to tag them quickly, so you don't have to awkwardly ask in the middle of the stream, unless it makes sense for branding and the topic of the stream.
Oof. Yeah. Maybe I should have sent my Twitter over earlier. But yeah, I always forget this. Like, I've noticed that before you do a stream, you always just premiere it, you know, you put it at the there will be a stream like 5 hours later, and I always forget to do it. Like, I just put this stream up now.
The background music is apparently louder than you are.
Oh, really? It shouldn't be now. I killed it. So, thank you. These audio channels, I actually changed the music and whatnot and the channel, and I didn't. Okay, it should be fine now. After the delay.
Yeah, audio balance is another thing.
Yep.
Like, where your microphone is affects your volume, so it affects everything else. So having that consistent can allow you to throw other people into a call and adjust them accordingly.
Yep. And my neighbor, just to show you, like, about the audio things, my neighbor started to hammer the radiator, just so I can be happy. Do you like, are neighbors in Korea fine? Like, do they do annoying things?
I swear, like, so Korean culture is stacked. Meaning I'm in a 20-story apartment building on the 14th floor. So there's someone above me, there's someone below me, there's someone on my right and my left. And I don't ever hear them. Which is, I do hear occasionally, like, the plumbing.
Oh,
but that's not a
fine.
person.
Yeah. Yes.
So I swear there's something in the walls.
Oof.
That, like, protect them from sound.
Yeah, that's
I never hear
pretty
anyone.
good. Or they are just, like, not noisy, you know. That's pretty nice. I wish my neighbors would be like that too. Okay, so yeah, I think that yeah, these things that you have to be really good at, you know, advertising yourself, you know, just sharing your videos with other people, I guess. Like, on what platforms are you on? Because I'm on YouTube, Twitter, and Discord. Do you have some kind of other platform as well?
I mean, I am on Instagram, but I don't advertise my Instagram. Like, people have to, they have to like me enough to, like, search me out on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Oh, someone actually did a super chat?
Mm-hmm.
$2.
They forgot to flush.
Don't tell my mom,
They knew
please,
I could hear
but I forgot to flush. Actually, Breezy, thank you so much, because this is my first super chat ever. So you are the first person who ever donated to me. So I'm so happy about this. Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you very much.
Wow, this is amazing.
Thank you very much. You gotta get the wands.
What? The what?
The wands.
What is the wands?
And the Korean won.
What is that?
It's the currency.
Ah, okay.
This is your first time, Nicholas Kuhn, talking to people on live. Well, see, Toxic here asked me what my platforms were. I do have a Facebook I occasionally use. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, and I have YouTube. Basically, if you're on Twitch, like if you're starting to start on Twitch, Twitch is different than YouTube in that you need to feed people to Twitch. You need to do something else to get people to your Twitch channel. So you need a Twitter that you can be like, haha, I'm funny on Twitter. go watch me on Twitch. But
Ah.
on YouTube, your discoverability is so much higher that in the beginning, I just like did YouTube for a long time. And that was like, I did Discord for communication. I did have Discord
thank you,
and Twitter, but like it wasn't.
I love you, man. Sorry, Breeze, continue. Just Breeze gave me another $2, and I'm so happy.
They said no problem. Just next time you got a flush. So I would just recommend having consistency on YouTube, and if you want to be social, like be consistent. Like Twitter and Instagram aren't consistent, and I don't really care too much about them. I mean, not Twitter. Like I don't care about my Twitter. I'm also like a very casual YouTuber. Like brand, if you want to take stuff seriously, brand consistency is a thing. Like if you want to treat this like a business and grow and hit 10K in 2 years, there's like models you can follow. But basically you just need a consistency. When you stream, they see your stream 8 hours before, and when you're live, they see your tweet on Twitter. You get an at everyone in your Discord, and your followers expect that they're okay with being pinged every single day.
Yep. And it's like it's like, I really wanted to say something right now. Oh, this feeling when you want to say something and then you forget in the moment when you want to say it. Oh boy.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. Yep.
Well, it's like her brain is clogged, just like Breezy's toilet. And if your notifications are clogged, people complain about like me clogging their notifications. I'm like, here's a plunger. It's called scrolling to the actual link, like the at everyone is supposed to do. Unclog the toilet, click on the link, and come watch us be live.
But do you do something else on your Twitter? But let me just check your Twitter, because because you have like, I don't care about my Twitter, and you have more than 2,000 followers there. So you are doing something really right there.
Well, in the beginning, I wanted to get out of like the 100, so I did do like the last person to retweet this in 24 hours and gets a keychain that I can send a worldwide envelope for under $1. So I got like 100 from that. But like all of that is what I call natural growth. Like I have it going through my stream chat every stream. Like you don't wake up and get followers on YouTube. You get it over a year of posting good content. And it's kind of the same thing on Twitter, where people follow you because they like you as a content creator, or because they follow one of your followers, or they like one of your tweets or whatever.
So it's like basically just, put out good content and just retweet good content and do community things. And then we go to the community part that, if other people are sharing your content, especially if those are creators, because that can boost a lot on you, I guess.
Yeah, from YouTube is like a different animal than Twitter. On Twitter, people don't retweet it unless what you say they're willing to take on as their own. Like, you don't want people to copy and re-upload your videos on YouTube, but that's what a retweet on Twitter is. So finding a way to do that on Twitter, people need to be willing to put your tweet on their timeline for all of their followers to see, which is a big stretch for most people. So finding a way to be yourself, and yet at the same time that everyone can be you and it's still accredited to you, is the way to grow on Twitter, which isn't easy.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, as you said, that people have to take this. Oh, are you starting a war in the chat right now? Team Toxic and Team SquidMin? That could be like a Splatfest thing. So like, people have to take the thing that you say for themselves, and that's why it's when people, how should I say, when people try to say some stuff on social media that are just for, people to take the thing. So some stuff that people can feel that it's their own. How should I say that it aligns with their view.
Right.
When like IGN is usually accused that they are always just rating games higher because people want to feel that the game that they like is actually rated well. So they are always just giving games good ratings. So I guess it's if you want to get followers, then you have to be more positive, maybe. I'm not sure.
There's no like secret sauce to like being good on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just scrolling and like people like my content, but people don't like share it. Like, and that's okay. Like most of my popular tweets are like I post a random sprite without a face, and people are like, "Oh, I can participate." So they're adding to on what I already have.
Oh yeah, the what you sent to me as well. About the Sailor Moon thingy.
Right, where I'm like, "Hey, look, this is an empty thing. Add on to it." Or like when people can kind of add on to stream or tag me in something that's, I guess that's what's Twitter for. Most of my other Twitter is me,
Mm-hmm.
my random crap thoughts that some people will like, or commentary on the game itself, or some art that I like.
Mm-hmm. So just so that I mentioned this Sailor Moon, that was a thing in recently on the net, that there was this Sailor Moon. I put it into the stream. So there was this Sailor Moon, and the face was missing, and it started as there was the same with Pikachu some time ago as well. That people started to just fill in the face, and it got big on Twitter as well. That they were just filling in with their own funny little ideas, and then it got even bigger because then artists started to draw Sailor Moon in different styles. Have you seen that? That's pretty awesome.
Right. And so I took that and made my own spin on it, but allowed people to interact with it. But it really, like, I don't sit down and think about how to create good interaction. I like my Twitter from a business standpoint is a failure, but that's okay. Like,
But what do you mean from a
I'm not
business
looking to
standpoint?
grow.
What do you mean from a business standpoint that it doesn't generate money, or what do you mean?
It does not, like, if you treat your YouTube channel as a business, there's certain things you got to do. You got to upload weekly. You got to continue growing.
Yep.
And you got to write the algorithm. I don't do any of those things on YouTube. And on Twitter, you got to continue to grow. You got to think about what's relevant and follow what's relevant.
And it can
Like
be really hard.
Like, yeah, sure, I had one relevant tweet, but the tweet like right before that is like something random that happened to me that like 20 people liked, and that,
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's like hitting the right spot with like hitting the right spot on YouTube. I sometimes do hit that. What's relevant or what's funny. I'm usually late always, but sometimes I could do it. And on Twitter, I could never do it. So I have like 50 followers on Twitter. For some reason, I can never figure out like how to do it. And it's like I think one of the problems is that the attention span of the internet is just like a few hours. So if you are late, then you are really late with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard.
But yeah, you had a question about YouTube that you tried to ask earlier, or content or whatever.
About YouTube itself.
What was the next question?
Oh yeah, there was this question that you mentioned to me last time, that if you don't put ads on your videos, then the algorithm won't pick it up. And it makes sense because YouTube is technically a marketing platform, but I never really heard about it before, that it actually affects the views as well. Like, did you
When you
try
are
it?
unable to be monetized, YouTube is still monetizing over your videos.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not able to be yet. You're under 1,000, you're under the 4,000 watch hours or whatever, so they're going to be advertising anyway and getting income that way.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
but yeah,
But how much
if
do
I
you think that it affects views if you don't put ads on a video?
all of this is complete conjecture. There would need to be like an independent study, but even doing that would mean like we would need people with like influence to start a secondary YouTube channels, one with
Mm-hmm.
about similar topics, one with advertising, one without, and that would be the only way to really find out.
Mm-hmm.
But like at the end of the day, with giving the creator power of whether or not it has advertising running over it, means that if you're not running advertising, every click doesn't matter unless the algorithm knows they're going to click on another advertised video. So your videos would have to be even more powerful than they are if
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
or like the natural ads that you have to have need to be clickable. So just from a business perspective, like if if I'm McDonald's and I'm selling french fries across the nation, like the ones that give out free french fries better be selling higher priced burgers or something, or getting you to like do something else,
Mm-hmm.
buy an exclusive toy or something that's way more expensive. And it on YouTube, that's not it. You click on the video to watch the video and you get the ad, and you're sold the ad before you can enjoy the content. So it's kind of like you watch the ad to pay for the video that you want to see.
Yep.
But if you turn off the payment, YouTube's less likely to give the content. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It makes sense, like I said last time as well, that it does make sense that that you should enable them. But then comes another question, like if you are like for example me, I have the option to put ads on my videos, but what do you think, when is a good point that people should put ads on their videos? Because you know ads are annoying, and a small channel, like should a small channel like mine, because I do consider mine a small channel still, should put ads on their videos, because then people have to consider, like if you're a small creator, you won't make that much money from these ads, and will it be just too annoying? So what is the balance here? What is the time when ads should be enabled? What do you think?
you don't make money off of advertising. All of this is conjecture. I'm not an algorithm expert. I really don't know what I'm talking about. So I don't know if there's quote good point.
Mm-hmm.
But like in my opinion, which is only feeling without any actual evidence or study to back this up.
Yeah, same. Like, I'm not an expert either. I'm just like, we are talking, about our opinions. So.
I believe that advertising on your videos will help because you're basically telling YouTube, I'm taking this seriously.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
So they'll return the favor. But I mean, if you're getting people on the actual platform, even regardless of things that are important to a media company, because we don't know how the algorithm works. A media company wants people to view their media. They want them to either buy a paid subscription to their medium, like Netflix or YouTube memberships or YouTube Premium, Twitch subscriptions, all that, or you watch their advertisements, because advertisements get clicks. If you have 1 million people, 2 of them are going to click, 1 of them is going to buy. I can get my income, I can pay for the servers, I can keep my internet running, kind of thing. So if you get them to the platform, then that can be rewarding enough. So it might negate the fact that you're not the one benefiting. YouTube will benefit later on, so you'll still have links.
Mm-hmm. Yep, totally agree. So then, folks, I may put ads on my. I always said that this is not an ad channel, but now that I think about it, it kind of makes sense. Yes. By the way, I updated the title of the video to Splatuber 101, like aSquidMin said. Oh, yep. Okay. Thank you, aSquidMin. It was a good another view on this topic. And what do you think? One last thing about this topic. When is the right time to start a Patreon or something like that? Because I was thinking that a Patreon is only good when you have a really a loyal fan base. Like, yeah, there is a big project that I want to start and then start Patreon, or like when I get to maybe 10K. I don't know. Like, will you start a Patreon? Do you have a Patreon?
I have a Patreon, but I don't advertise it. I kind of push more for memberships. There are different arguments. Again, this is from someone who this isn't my full-time job. I am employed. I stream for 3 hours in the morning. I take a shower. I unwind a little bit and I eat. And then I head to the second shift as work. Shikungoki, welcome. Sorry, a Korean viewer. So it's one of those things where I'm in the growing stage. I'm not actively trying to get thousands of dollars out of YouTube income every month. I don't need thousands of dollars from YouTube every month. And it's hard. I see people with smaller channels who just like for lack of a better term, they're like selling themselves. Like they are begging for money. They're using every trick in the book. And from like a backwards point of view, it's just kind of like, guys, really? Like it doesn't look good. But I mean, hey, they're earning a living. You can't laugh at it. But it's more of like how do you hold yourself? And what do you want? So if you want to realize that in YouTube and in Twitter and in everything, if you have 10,000 followers, maybe 100 of those are loyal enough to give you $500 a month. Not 500, like $5 a month. So that's that's $500 a month. That's not, you're not going to go full time off of that. So definitely. If you really want to start a Patreon to supplement something, you need to be at significant numbers just to have an income. Like I have memberships because it gives them emojis and it's something fun to add to stream, and I can have I can have viewers on stream with me and give special privileges out without like having everyone complain instantly. It's like they pay me, like they can't complain.
I was thinking about it to do it as well, but I want like good emojis, and we are still working on them.
Right.
It's going slow, so yeah.
You could be like Yoshi or Bald, who, and my like, they're looking for the income. They're going out, they're getting it, but I got members too early. From a business perspective, I'm doing everything wrong. I got members too early. I got Patreon too early, but it's like the people who want to support me will support me. And they know they're helping me go full time in the future. When you want to make a shift to full time YouTube is when you push for Patreon. I believe that's what Vian did.
Like when did Vian start? How much subs did he have?
I have no idea. I don't really follow Vian. We've streamed together a few times, but like you can only have so many friends on YouTube and Twitter, and so
definitely. Like everybody has their own little circle whom they are streaming usually with. Like you have Mac and Cheese with Vic and Vasco and Undead, and astronaut.
Captain Astronaut, yeah.
Yep. And like there is the other group, I think, that with Gigi and Vian and Jmoji and who is in, like, there is now Octoling Hacker with them. They are usually streamed together. So there I think
Right.
these, but and you did stream a few times with them, like
I do stream with them occasionally. It's also that, like, again, I take the people who know me well know that I have 1,000 other things I do in my life. So it makes me distinct from the other creators in that, like, I cannot and don't put on a show every time I go live.
Yeah, me neither.
Vic Vion will just blab, which is like just a personality benefit along with her voice that gives her a distinct advantage in the streaming, like, platform thing that is. Like, if you watched our most recent Mac and Cheese and compared it to the stream with Hacker and GG and VN, don't even know who the other one was, but I know who they were based on the Plaza post. They have a formula. They get their group together. They be stupid for a while. They all make, I think maybe it was Virus this week. They have, they do their Plaza posts, they do their thing, aha, hee hee, funny, and most of it is jokes, and a majority of it can go into content. When I stream, I woke up at 9 a.m. I had a long week. It was my first week of a new semester. I'm not going to try to force Mac and Cheese to have a stream highlightable video every single time. We just kind of go in and do it. We retweet the stream. You come hang out.
And that's
our jokes are pretty repetitive, so it's just like.
But on the other hand, it's more natural, I think, if you go more with the flow. So it can be more appealing for some people who just look for something chill.
Right. Not that there's nothing organic about the others. It's just that that is their main focus in their life, period.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Like, the problem is that usually these streams happen when, in American time, when it's night in Europe. So I'm just checking out some of these streams on the other day. But yeah, I totally agree what you say. And this ties into our next general topic, is that how do you manage, like we talked about our general own community in the first half and in the first topic, and now a little bit about the Splatuber community. So what do we think? Yeah, without judging people, of course. Like I don't want to talk about individuals. I'm just thinking, like, how can we pick up
there's this really terrible YouTuber who has a full-time job, and you should unsubscribe from him. His name is aSquidMin. He's not very good at what he
does. Before I contacted you, Vasco said as well, like, aSquidMin is a really, really cool YouTuber, but he has a thing for some reason to unsubscribe from him. This is an ongoing joke with you.
That was my most successful video for a long time, and it's just like, when I was like, all right, people like it.
I think I did the same thing, actually, when I first did my Dota 2 meme compilations back in the day, many, many years ago. I always told to people to unsubscribe from me. Damn it. You are assholes. If you subscribe more to me, then I have to make more content. No.
Stop it. Go away.
Stop it. Yeah. So actually, I love this meme. I did it myself, and it was really funny.
Yeah, it's lots of fun. And so you asked about how do you maintain your community? I mean, there's something weirdly, like, business-y. Like, having worked in corporate America, it's like a step into like you take business and you, like, put on your pajamas.
Yeah.
Like, imagine a bunch of business suit people running a company and then going home and putting on their pajamas and running a business for fun. That is essentially what YouTubing is. And I say that with a little bit of hesitation because a lot of people still run it with their suits on.
Yeah.
But, like, having continuous contact with so many people at a relational level is so difficult.
Yep.
Koromor and I have been working together for a long time. We talk about deep and personal things, but like I've messaged her like 4 times this week. Like, you know.
Yeah, I totally understand. Like, sometimes we change a few words with Vasco. We share some news with each other, or like a revelation that we had, like when he shared with me that actually Judd has telepathy and he's immortal, and I'm like, what? What? That cat has so things like this. But we don't usually just message each other, like we don't have conversations, and it's like keeping up with relationships, like it's hard in real life as well. So but keeping
Right.
up these
And so I say,
relationships additionally to your real life things, it's hard.
right. And it's like amongst my friends, like astronaut, like I'm like, they know, like if you don't want to stream with me, just say no, because I'll ask them to do streams at random times for random games, and they say yes or they say no, and so it's just kind of like, this sounds really weird, but like Vic and I, we have a friendship outside of streams, but like this sounds so weird, but like it's as if like there's a play going on and you see us when we're out on stage walking around, like you watch the play of us being friends, and when we get off the stage, we want to go home from the production, so we do like contact each other and talk about random stuff, but like
What?
we keep in touch because we're not we've had our fun on stage, but our friendship is on stage, so we're able to recognize and learn how to be friends together and grow a friendship while having it all be public. Captain Astronaut and I, like, I feel like we're buds, but like we maybe talk for an hour after mac and cheese every week. Same with Alpha Star occasionally comes in, it's kind of the same thing.
Yep. And it's nice when when you start to realize that these people can actually become your friends, like not just on the stage but out of the stage as well, that you did meet some people that are like-minded or
Right.
something like that. Like, for example, it was such a good feeling. Again, I can say Vasco because I just entered the Splatuber community basically, and Vasco was the first person that we did the 2 streams together, and since then there was like we did voice chat like off stage just to talk to each other, and that was so nice.
Right, and that, I would say, if you're getting to know someone that's good, it's harder with a large, like me having free time, like it's not that I don't want to collab with more people, but like for Toxic, it was like, do I have an hour to just kind of chill with someone and to enter into a new relationship?
Yep.
At this weekend, like it's not that people don't want you on their streams.
Time.
It's
Yeah.
you like you can only fill your pie of life with so many slices of and so many flavors before they just you don't want to eat another bite. Like it may be the best pie in the world, but like
so yeah, it's that's the thing. Like you have so many things that you have to balance in life. There is like everything needs more time basically, and just I always say this, that there should be more weeks in one day because we need so much time to do all the things that we would want. And it's like, actually there was one time when someone was complaining about a YouTuber on my Discord, and the person was complaining that why can't they befriend a YouTuber or X and Y YouTuber. And I just said, like, I am doing YouTube, I am a content creator, and I said that it's like that YouTuber is not like maybe that YouTuber don't want to be your friend. Well, if they behave like that, then they probably don't want to be. But uh, but it's not like they don't want to be your friend. It's that they don't have time. Like YouTubers don't have time for like every person, and not even for their their other creators. So like as you said, like collabing with someone does take up time, and
But
sometimes it's
even
just
like
hard.
deciding to like talk to another person, and there are people who like I just don't work with because they're cool people, but like your personalities have to sync. Like you
Mm-hmm.
have to be motivated enough to continue to work together. It's a lot, and there are people out there that you will meet who won't treat you right, and you'll have to shrug it off and keep going.
Yeah, and it
So
it can be really hard, but oh, this is again another topic. Um, but let's stay with this one now. So yeah, there are many creators who would like to collab that you would like to collab with. So it's like, but
yeah,
you
like
just
I'm
simply
just
don't have
scrolling down
time.
my Discord. Tabby Tot, who's smaller, but we like talk about random stuff and editing, and they are motivated by projects. Koromora, we talking about brand nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Khalik and I'm working on something with Chaft Guy who edits videos for GG. I'm working on something with Spring. Vic Vian and I are talking, trying to both stay emotionally healthy. Misi is an artist. Like I've been working with them.
Mm-hmm.
Carly's an artist. Captain Asher and I were discussing random things. There's an artist animator named Tyler I was talking with. There's 3 different group chats from the Mac and Cheeses since Undead isn't here. There's my friend Cheshire who I work with for Fire Emblem.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of my mods. There's Siren. There's Vasco.
Yeah,
There's
it's, it's
someone.
it's so like, and if
There's
you talk to
Alpha.
everyone, then the day
First
is
Flat,
over.
Hacker, Via, and Gigi, Straw, like Yoshi Monster, like everyone is there. Like
Yep.
3 more group chats.
So it's like if you talk to everyone, if you keep up with everyone, then your day is gone, and you maybe said just a few words. Like when
Right.
it's your own server, like on my own Discord server as well. Like I'm managing all these relationships, like not as much as yours, but I'm managing my relationships. I'm talking to maybe my comic dub team. I'm changing a few words for my next comic strip or something, and sometimes I just drop a few words by my Discord. And it's like some people may wonder, like, why am I not more active on my own server? But it's like that. Like a content creator has just so many things to manage. So yeah, it's not easy. You have to be really good at time management if you are a content creator that likes to collab with other people. So yeah. And one more thing. How did you pick up usually contact with these other creators? Because I didn't notice. I asked you last time when we were talking.
It
And
depends on who they are. Like I don't even remember how I got in contact with Cora, but I'm pretty sure like what is Cora more even at right now? Like Cora was I I hit like 1,000 subscribers. I was like, all right, now I want to collab with people.
mm-hmm.
Cora's at like 28,000 subscribers on YouTube right now. But like, so she has told me no more than anyone else, but we have worked together the most. Like, we collab on Wednesdays, and that's all she's available for. But
Mm-hmm.
like, she's like, keep asking. But she tells me no all the time to all these different things.
So you are like, keep asking.
Right. We're like, we know each other, but like, she still's only available for.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a thing. But like literally I just reached out to Cora. We were both young streamers. So like don't don't shoot for the stars. Like, yeah, it'd be cool to stream with Failboat. Like, I've streamed with Failboat, but like, it was the end of his day. He was clearly exhausted, and like, sure, it helped, but like, and I appreciate it. But it was like, dude,
you should go to bed.
I'm good, thanks. Go to bed. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was just like, eh. And it's kind of that feeling like there are a couple times where I've tried to like fit in like streaming with newer people, like with Vian or Virus or something, and it's just like this is me. I'm the host. I'm like crap. I need to have more energy, it's a new person. It's hard to bounce off. That was kind of what Mac and Cheese was with Spring, where it was like it's a new person. I'm really tired, and so
Yep.
if you're just starting out and you're young, you haven't been doing, find people around your area and work with them. Make good friends. Find out what works, find out what doesn't for you and your friends, and start building a little content machine. And when people see that, people are more willing to get involved. Like my most recent video, someone was asking me about butts, is because what Astronaut had been doing every Sunday night was Mario Kart with a group of people, and Astronaut wasn't available, so I took that group of people and we played Splatoon instead, and we got like 3 more people involved, and they're all people I've worked with before. So we're just kind of like, let's try something different. And Vic took that group of people and she played the original Splatoon with Kalik and Alpha Star and Vasco. So it's just like Vic has worked with me for a long time, and with Vasco and with Kalik. So like those aren't, oh my goodness, it's not fair. They get to collab together. It's like they've established themselves as a creator, and then they've worked together with other creators, and they found what relationships
Many
work and
times
don't
for
work.
years, so they know each other because they've been working together maybe for more than a year. They are already friends, and they are just stacked up. Their timetable is full as well.
Right. Thank you, Nicholas Kuhn.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut you in your bed.
So yeah, it's like, how did you reach out to these people? Like, yeah, I'll like, if I want to do something with Vian, I'll send him an email and a message on Discord because he's a busy man. And like, if he doesn't respond, who cares? Who cares? I can stream with my, like, worst comes to worst. If I don't feel like streaming alone, I can literally just be like, members can come in VC and have just as much fun, and it'll be just as funny. I've had some hilarious member streams. Like, you just find what works and you create good relationships, and those good relationships are more rewarding over time than being like, yay, I got to stream with one famous person once.
Yep. That's what I started as well. That I was basically always streaming with Splatoon with my subscribers, and it was a ton of fun. So I love to stream with the people that are around me, and I don't even have a guest.
Stream with my streamer people.
And it's just so nice, like interacting with the chat all the time. Like, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, so don't look for subscribers, look for friends.
And look for fun, because that's the most important thing, I guess. That you are having a good time yourself.
There have been some people who are looking for subscribers who like have just I'm just kind of like, eh.
Yep. And it's like, if you love what you're doing, then you will be passionate, and that will translate into subscribers and views. Because then if you love it, if you're passionate, then you will create better content, and the people around you will feel your passion, and they will be motivated to follow you and whatnot. When I did my Undertale cartoons and whatnot, many years ago, and my Dota content, I was a teenager, and I actually wanted to be famous. I didn't do it for passion. I didn't do it for love. I was doing it to be famous. I was doing it for money. Like you said, you found like small YouTubers who are just going for the money, and they were constantly trying to advertise themselves. And I was like that like 5 years ago, when I first tasted YouTube. And And it was
And when you
horrible.
first get on YouTube, you're gonna feel that you're like, oh, I'm a YouTuber now.
Yeah. And it's like
everyone should subscribe.
And it's like the problem was that I myself I didn't enjoy it. So after like a few months I realized that this is not going to work. Not because that I don't get subscribers or anything, but because I'm just burning out. Because I'm not doing this for fun. I was not doing it for in passion. So I stopped it. And then I came back years later with Splatoon, the rebrand and everything. And it's just so much healthier. It's so better. And I've been doing now YouTube for more than a year now. And I'm still enjoying it. I'm still loving it. That was one of the reasons why I disabled ads. And that's why I didn't have Patreon. Because I didn't want to involve money. Because I was scared of my own past stuff, I guess.
Right.
So I even emphasized in myself that I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for the happiness of other people as well, for passion. And it worked out great. And it worked out wonderfully.
Isn't it 4 a.m., sir?
Isn't it 4 a.m.? Like, thank you. If you are still here, if you're American and you are here, I owe the credit to you.
Shonda.
All the respect.
But yeah, it's a balance. Like, I do want to go full time, but I kind of went all in from the beginning, and then after I hit a certain point, I just kind of relaxed. And when I did relax, it took me a long time to relax, but like once I did, my content got better. I didn't care about certain things. Like, you will burn yourself to the ground. Like, if you look at a full-time YouTuber who gets their income from YouTube basically alone, you will see them fight the balance. You need income, you need content, you need to work, but you also need a life.
Yep. It's like when many YouTubers say that they don't have a life, basically. Their life is YouTube, because they just have to run on the treadmill and produce content because their livelihood is on the line. And that could be just so stressful. I respect people who do that.
And if that's what your goal is, like for me, I've set up expectations with myself and my viewers that this is when I stream. These are the times I can take breaks. These are when you get consistent content. If there's a video, you'll get it on the weekend. If there's streams, Wednesday night American time, you get Fire Emblem or a different game. No, I'm sorry. Tuesday night, you get Fire Emblem. Wednesday night, you get Koramora. Thursday night, you get mac and cheese. You might see Group Sunday.
You just drop Koramora into the stream.
What?
Oh, nothing. I did a stupid joke. Nothing. keep going. Keep going.
She's lying to me live. What do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if your goal is full-time, creating something healthy and normal, when you're nowhere near full-time and, you still have years and years and subs to go, if you create that rhythm, your branding is already set up for when you do to have those natural breaks.
Yep. So I always start to stream in the same time as well, but I don't have a weekly schedule yet. So I only have what are the times that I usually stream? This is an exception right now, but there is a time that I usually stream. And I was thinking how you mentioned right now as well, that you have a weekly schedule, like you stream Fire Emblem on Tuesday, Koramora on Wednesday, mac and cheese on Thursday. So it's like you have a weekly schedule that people can come back, like you said, as a show, a returning show that they can just tune in and enjoy. And I was thinking as well that yeah, I should probably schedule my streams and my content as well. So like if I'm doing a comic dub every week, then I maybe I should just put out like there will be a comic strip that comes out on every Thursday maybe. And that could help people, that could create a habit for viewers to come back to.
Right. And I mean, even what you said to me, like branding, consistency, and habit, those sound so annoying and so limiting to freedom. But like Toxic said about my channel, like when you look at the homepage, what you see is that what your content is.
Mm-hmm.
So, and having that be what your content is helpful. You know, having similar videos is helpful. But all of that takes forever to become consistent.
Yep. So creating a series is good because people can then, if they liked a video, then they know what to look for on your channel, and they can find similar content that they liked. So, and probably they will like the other similar content as well. So that's a great way, I guess, to gain more loyal followers. So yeah, I should probably create a schedule for my viewers as well that they can follow. That's again a really good idea that people can do. Okay, this was again a nice topic.
Yeah.
Just a short one. I don't know how long you are available, aSquidMin. I still have a few little topics.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay.
If I need to go, I'll let you know.
Okay, sure.
But I don't need to go.
Okay, that's great. Me neither. It's Saturday. It's Saturday, baby. So it's like, the next thing is like, you know, we have streams, like right now, we have our programs and whatnot for it, but as you do too, and me, like, we do videos, of course. And we edit these videos. And balancing that part is also, again, a really hard thing to do. Because you have to edit your videos, you have to, if you have other creative things, you have to come up with the jokes, how to turn a footage into a, hey, thanks for the $1, Anubis. Thank you so much.
Anubis!
Anubis! So it's
Hold
like...
on, I need to do something that Anubis will like because he gave you money.
What?
Sorry. He paid for that. Just saying.
So it's like...
There was that one point when anyone donated on a stream for like 2 weeks, we'd had to go pee poo poo in the chat.
Oh no. Like you, and people like, if I tip you $1 or $2, say this and that, and I would be funny with that. But then saying pee pee poo poo.
Right. You know, it's just you know what they like. You know what people respond to. It's one of those weird things where it's like YouTubing is having the oddest, like, everyone does YouTube differently, and I feel like the bigger you get, the harder it is to do what I'm about to explain. But like, and if you're bigger, you usually do this with a group rather than with chat. But like with chat, you're always constantly trying to see what do you respond to? When do you give me more ideas so we can constantly bounce off each other? So the more you stream, it's just kind of like you're building a friendship with a group of people.
Yep. And that's why I'm waiting, like, I really want to stream together with more people as well at the same time. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Oh, that's a goal. We you know, to have. That's my current goal, actually. I can tell it to you and my streamers as well. That yeah, that's my goal, to have something similar to your mac and cheese, or you know, to have a group of friends, a group of creators that I can usually stream with. Oh, that would be a dream come true. So yeah, that's another topic as well. Maybe later or in another stream we can talk about it, because that's a good topic. it kind of ties
I
into
mean, we
to
can
our
go down
previous
that
one.
road if you want. Like,
Yeah, let's
what?
do it. Let's do it instead because
We'll do it. You sound
it
like you want
ties
to
in.
ask. I'm like, what are you waiting for?
It ties into the things that we talked about it so far. So yeah, like we, it ties in really well. So it's like we talked about it, like managing your time as a YouTuber, as a content creator is really hard. Keeping up with relationships is really hard. Keeping up with money, if you want to balance you and your community, like balancing all these things is difficult in themselves, but balancing all of them at the same time is like YouTube looks easy, but it's actually not. And it's like it when creators are really busy, and if you want to create a group of people and you want to stream together with this group of people regularly, it's like I've, I'm kind of find myself at a point right now that I would love to do that, but and I can ask some creators individually, like Vasco and Usvid, that to stream together one time, just one on one or something. And it's like I'm trying to pick up contact with people, and I usually run into this wall that everybody is just so busy at this point. They already have their established groups that I'm like, I just can't fit in. Not because they don't want me, but because they are just simply busy and or they have
Right.
like they're already established group.
There's a rule in business that timing is everything.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't start an online business selling silly bands right now. Do you remember what silly bands were?
Those wrist things.
Yeah, those like rubber bands that you put on
Yeah.
your wrist and that were shaped like animals. But the timing is everything. So, and like this is more of like a sales conversation from a corporate perspective. It's that people, when looking for people to hang out with or do something with, the no's feel so much bigger. But like, if think about it from this perspective, some of my videos one of my videos got a certain number of clicks, right? Maybe my most successful videos, like 0.003% of them subscribed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's like the biggest failure like in business history, but that's considered a decent number of subscribers from a video. Like, and so when you are looking for like active creators who can fit your schedule, the probability of them willing to take the risk, have the time and energy for you, especially right now, is very small. So
Yep.
a no is not that big of a deal. If they ghost you, it's not that big of a deal. They're doing it to be nice rather than tell you no because they don't want to crush your hopes and dreams. And it's like, as someone who takes a no really well, like if you're not available, just say no, and I'll be like, all right, fine, I'll ask someone else. It's like I don't care. You're not hurting me. You're just saying no, I can't.
Yep. It's
So
like I message a few creators, and it's like many times they don't even respond for days or like ever. It's
right.
like, yeah, this is really hard.
Yeah, if I don't respond, it's probably because I am asleep.
Yep. So it's like currently I'm looking for other creators, and I just realized that I love to see your group. I like the other groups as well, and it's like, but I'm starting to get to a point that I should probably just pick up other creators that don't have established groups either yet, and just start to stream with them. So
right,
it's like,
and I can connect you with some people who are more open too, and I know Vasco's probably good at that. But if you're making friends, like think like I tell kids this at my school, like, or at home, where it's like, if you don't make a friend your first day, if you're on the track team is really big. Maybe you just haven't met them yet. And that sucks. Your first day of track, you talk to 4 people and they all kind of blow you off. You feel rejected.
Mm-hmm.
But that's life. You're going to be rejected by more people than you're going to be friends with. So it's really hard to get rejected by people like you know and kind of look up to, and that's you need to be mentally strong enough to push past that.
Yep. When I first encountered it as a creator, it was hard as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it bummed me up a little bit, but you know, things will come. So it's like, one is that you should look for other people. Then that's one thing, and you have to persevere, and things will come eventually. Like, one of my dreams was to stream with Gigi, and I was like trying to, you know, get into Gigi's meme collabs and whatnot. And I got to a point like a month ago that I could
Did
stream
you ever
with
get
Gigi.
into a couple of them?
What? I was
Did you
in
ever
one.
get
I actually submitted footage for two. I was in 2 meme collabs and I won one of them.
Oh, you won one. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was the
That's cool.
Splatoon Avengers from my Final Fest meme compilations, and it was pretty good.
Oh, I remember that.
Like, Gigi really loved that I made him into a giant Ant-Man, so he was huge and cool, and he really liked it. Mm-hmm. So the thing is that was my dream, and I was keep fighting for it. You know, I wasn't pushing myself into the face of Gigi, but that was the dream, and my voice is starting to just disappear. So it's like, I was keep fighting, I was keeping my hopes up, and I got refused multiple times, and you know, it bummed me up a little bit. I had to deal with this, but then I was keep fighting. I was keep creating content, and I got to the point that a month ago my dream came true, and I could actually stream with Gigi one-on-one, and it was so good. Like, that's why you shouldn't give up. That's why you should always keep fighting for your dreams, because if you do that,
that's why you shouldn't give up. That's why you should keep fighting for your dreams.
Yep. Like, I think most of people here, I guess, played Undertale, and all Undertale is about this. If Undertale had one message that is really true, is that you have to have determination, and you have to come back to the same fight. If you lost first or second, you have to just come back and do it, and be determined, and you will succeed eventually. So keep fighting for your dreams, Squibs. It will come true. You just have to be patient. So yeah, I will. That's my dream, to have an established group right now, an established group of creators that I love streaming with, and play Splatoon or some other things as well. And
right. I'm very lucky that my branding is Squid, and that I found people with one game, like you know, the Failing 4 played Clock Simulator.
Clock Simulator?
According to Hacker.
What?
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know. I've never played it, but like literally when Hacker came to Mac and Cheese, we talked about Clock Simulator. Like, you know, like we basically played Mario Kart and Mac and Cheese with one of our friends. So like, don't be afraid to branch out.
Yep, definitely. Like, that's what I'm doing as well. And many people on my channel are like looking like, aren't you a Splatoon channel? Then why are you streaming Dead by Daylight? And it's like, but I love Dead by Daylight. It's such a good game. And it's actually on Switch, so it's not even on Switch or anything. And it will crossplay will come, even like the creators of Dead by Daylight said, that crossplay will come, so PC and Switch and everyone will be able to play Dead by Daylight together. And when that comes, I will be the first Splatuber who will just stream Dead by Daylight with other Splatubers.
I mean, if you want one who streams Dead by Daylight, I'll introduce you to Katafi, because he streams it all the time.
Oh, but is he streaming like only Dead by Daylight?
He streams Dead by Daylight and streams Splatoon.
Oh, then a fellow Splatoon Dead by Daylight. Oh, please do. Please do. That would be so good.
Hold on, I can grab the link right now.
Send me on Discord. You see, Squids, that's how it works. That's how it works. if you, like, you have to be honest by your own passion. Like, if I wouldn't have told Squid
Oh,
now,
he's live right now playing Dead by Daylight.
but I may just come to his stream later. So cool. Like,
This is
some other
100th
time.
Dead by Daylight stream. He does Animal Crossing. He's a variety streamer, but he works harder than anyone I know. He's hilarious. Like, he's just fun to be with.
Okay, that's great then. Like, that's so cool. Like, I'm trying to branch out. This is again another interesting topic, that branching out can be good, can be bad, and the thing is that branching out
well the first time.
What?
It's not always going to go well the first time.
Yeah, but you should definitely do it, especially when you are starting out, I think. Because when you are starting out, like, maybe nobody will really care about it. So I'm not a big YouTuber and I'm doing Splatoon. And when I'm doing Dead by Daylight or any other stream, especially if like it's a strategy game or anything that it's really has nothing to do with Splatoon, then only a few people watch it. But I still do it anyways because for multiple reasons. One is that I like other games as well. Like love having fun, so that's one that I'm doing for my own fun. So I would probably play it anyways. So why not share it with my people then? The second is that what's maybe I think the most important with branching out is that you shouldn't limit yourself into one corner. So yeah, like if you are always just playing and showing one game for like Splatoon, and then you build your community only on Splatoon, and then you would like to branch out, at least
right.
a little
Captain
bit.
Astronaut is not enjoying the I want to branch out life, but he's slowly.
Yeah.
New Fire Emblem streams win? Yeah, like no one comes. Well, my first Fire Emblem stream had like 10 people. My second one had like 7. But you slowly have to like, you have to build your tower. You built your huge tower called Splatoon 2, and if you're going to be like, oh, Dead by Daylight, people aren't going to come in and visit that one.
Yeah,
you have to rebuild that one too.
But you have to keep pushing, because people may see it multiple times, and after a while they will be like, okay, this actually doesn't look that bad, I'm gonna check it out. So it's like you are starting to build another thing as well. And after a point, like, people will be like, that's fine too. So it's like it not will be like a weird thing that you do on your channel anymore, but it will be like, again, like an established thing. Like, people will be able to say like, okay, yeah, Toxic is a Splatoon and Dead by Daylight YouTuber, and it won't be like a weird thing. It will be part of your image. So if you are branching out, then it will be totally fine. And if you give another branch again, like a third one maybe, then it will be like, people already know that you like to branch out. So again, they will be more open to that kind of thing. And that mentality is really healthy for a creator, that they can have a freedom. Because I encountered many YouTubers, I'm watching their videos, and they are complaining that they built their entire image, their hundreds of thousands of subscribers on like Smash or Splatoon or Fortnite or anything, and they are just complaining that they just, every time that they try to branch out, their community is not like not interested. Their community is like angry.
The algorithm isn't interested either. People know the algorithm knows why people click on your video.
But it's like at that point when you're like starting to be big, people are actually angry at those creators, because they are like, why are you trying to, I don't know, like stream Fortnite again or something? You are only streaming Fortnite. Do you really think
people are angry, or is it just kind of like a normal question?
No, actually angry. Like, I'm seeing the like-dislike ratio on those videos, actually. I see like 80% of the things is dislike. And it's like, it happened to one of the creators that I know. And just let me see an example that most people know. I don't like Ninja, but it happened with Ninja as well, that, he's a Fortnite guy. I never watched his content, but I did stumble into his video when he was complaining that he tried to do League of Legends or something else, and just he got massively disliked. And it's like, that's
Too
the
bad.
thing. Yeah, too bad.
Well, it's kind of like branding. It'd be like, what happened when Coke tried to redo Coke? People got real mad. Like,
Yep.
Pepsi is always changing their logo and stuff. Like, but it's still Pepsi. Like, you can't. You don't think of walking into Starbucks to get a hamburger.
Yep.
And so, like, Ninja is equivalent to like that type of branding. So
Yep.
like, while you're young and you can change up your branding. But
Yep.
like, I know I could do Splatoon for the rest of my life and be happy.
Yep, me too. But still, I want to do other things, and I don't want this. I'm just a bit scared because I've seen like not that big YouTubers get backlash on this from their community. Although I do think that if a community dislikes the creator itself for
Are you
doing
going to be
other
bigger than what people tell you?
like
is basically my response to that.
Yep. And it's like, now that I think about it, it's maybe not the problem with the content. I think it's problem with the community, maybe. That it's like, if
Well,
the
no, it's more of a. I don't think it's a problem. It's more of like, you're letting yourself care. Like, yes, your video, you need to let go of the comments. You to delete them. Like, it's not. And if you want to build that tower, you got to build that tower, even if people are laughing at you.
Yep, definitely. It's like, yeah. All these tricks, all these things that you have to pay attention to. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing Splatoon. I want to branch a little bit out to DBD. DBD is going well. After many years, that game is still strong and goes stronger and stronger. And so that will be my second game, I guess. For a time, I was thinking that maybe it could be Smash or Fortnite. No, not Fortnite. That's Smash. And it's like, now it's Dead by Daylight. And if you would have a branch, Squid, what would it be?
I mean, I play Mario Kart sometimes.
But would it be a thing that you would build your channel partially on?
I mean, enough people have asked me to do some Smash Brothers content that I've done Smash Brothers content.
So you would like to branch out on Smash?
No, I don't care enough about Smash Brothers. Like, I've done my 2 Smash Brothers content things. If I were to branch out, I would probably just take my friends or my group, and we would create content together and make some sort of like comic or something. But like,
Also, you'd like to be like do comic dubs maybe? But
I mean, that would be more like story writing and stuff, but it would still be like Splatoon based. And
so you would like to
that would be working. I mean, I tried like a story type thing. People really liked it, but like I shouldn't have done that until like I can do YouTube full time.
That's so cool. Like, it's so nice that, yeah, you have this passion for writing as well. I have that too. You don't share it on YouTube yet, but that's so cool. Nice to know. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this was a really nice stream. I really do. I really enjoyed it, and I think I would close it. Now we have been. How long was the stream? More than an hour, nearly an hour and a half. And
yeah, about an hour and a half.
Nearly an hour and a half. And I'm just running out of topics for right now.
Yeah.
If you have a topic, just throw it in. But I'm out of topics.
I mean, am I allowed to recommend a raid?
A raid? Like raid the other creator, Kitati? How do you say it? Kitati?
Yeah.
Okay. Kitati. Okay.
I linked you his
Okay, let's
stream.
read. I'm going to put the link into the chat and let's read this person.
Hashtag toxic raid. TOX exclamation mark K, right?
Toxic raid. Yes. It's like there are so many other creators with toxic something.
Oh, Zombies is there too. He's a good guy.
Toxic raid. I really hope that people actually come. Because then it will be just me.
I'll be there. Anyone? Did you post the link yet? There we go.
Yep.
Let's go. Come on over to his. We're gonna end the stream. Let's go raid Gaddafi.
So hard to play.
I'm just gonna.
Stream, how's it going? Toxic raid.
Toxic raid.
Gosh, double raid apparently today.
Oh boy. It's just so nice that he's streaming Splatoon as well. Is he streaming Splatoon as well?
Sorry, I'm a little bit.
No, right now he's streaming Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I mean he's streaming Dead by Daylight right now, but is he streaming Splatoon as well? It's so cool.
He does, yes. He streamed Splatoon with me a few times.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm just checking his content right now. Oh, he likes to branch out. I like people.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still
Are we gonna end the other stream?
And we are in the other stream as well, but I muted it so people don't hear it. But I did post it on Discord and to just come there. Double raid.
All right. If once are we done with the podcast here?
Yeah. Okay. Let's just go.
Most of the time, you end the stream and raid.
Yeah. Okay. Then thanks everyone for coming, and yeah, I'm gonna just force Kitati then.
No dying.
No dying. And thanks everyone for coming. It has been so good. Thank you, Squids, for coming. This was a really nice stream, and I enjoyed it so much. Squid?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna say goodbye. Bye bye everyone. Thanks for coming.
No dying, friends.